Hello. Welcome back to the box shop. So, this disc did copy the other way. The Workbench 1.3.2. It did. Oh dear. So it is possible that this external drive may have issues. And that would be unfortunate. So, once again, this is the disk that I've pretty much given up on. I want to try that again. But I am ready to make a note on this drive. Perhaps there are issues. Oh. Well, I was just looking at another 1010 over there that should have had a note on it, but it doesn't. But I know that they were all much the same. There's another one here, of course, and it was okay. This is not what I had in mind at all. Not what I had in mind at all. It is not. But it is good to have extra copies of Workbench and such around. It is. But also it's good to be able to know, like, if I pass this drive on to somebody else, that I do indeed know that I'm confident that it's okay. And at this moment, I cannot say that. It reads, it seems, but it does seem to have copy and initialize problems. It does. So, perhaps what I will do, and even though this is not what I had in mind at all, if this copy is okay, perhaps I will turn the Amiga off. Attach this other drive and just give it another go. We'll see. Here is a joystick. It does not need to be, it's plugged in, and it might be handy. Built on things. But it really doesn't need to be there. It's kind of getting in the way. Okay, so copy of Workbench. We will rename. Oh, what happened there? Can we rename? We can. Delete. Copy of Workbench 1.32. Isn't that lovely? So you know what I think I might do, because I have been wanting to just check out these discs. I have put the right protector on them all, thus you can see through. You can see through. So nothing can be written. And I'll pop this in. I suspect they have some cool, well, not really, Toaster 4001. Okay, well, that's a good sign. It came up. I'm not intending to look at each one. I don't have a 4000 to test it on. I'll try and install it on. But, oh dear. That one came up and said it was bad. Now, unless the toaster thing has its own way of doing things. Now I can't even get the disk out because these drives are in the way. Oh dear. That didn't go well, unless the toaster has its own way of doing things. Maybe it does. Because now this one, number 3, has come up as bad. Now, it is also possible, as I tend to think of these things, it may be, you know, these, okay, they can't all be bad. I think the floppy drive in the 4000 might have been of a bigger disk capacity. So I've done a few and they've come up bad, which is not reassuring. I'm going to randomly take another one, disk number 30. And it's going to come up and say the same thing I did. Yes. Oh, it says bad. All right, let's say 45. Bad. I will have to research this because this is. What's funny, the first one came up. Not another one since. Bad. I suppose what I could do is pop this in here. And pop a disk in this external drive. Let's see if it too comes up. Who knows? Maybe the first one. Maybe it had microscopic sponge. No. No. I will have to check on all this, but it is strange. And I'm not afraid of hurting this because I have the right protect sticker on. But this one did come up. Oh. Isn't that special? It has a read right here. Let me put that in there. Let me put that in there once again. Am I working with a drive that I trust or not? Aha. And this comes up and says toaster install. All right. I'm going to take this disk out of here. Oh, this will be painful. I'm going to take this disk out of here. I'm going to slip it gently in here, but not all the way in here. I'm going to pull this machine over here a little wee bit. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to pull this cable out. And I'm going to try with great dexterity to get this other drive plugged in. Which is... Oh, not always easy, but it is done. Okay. Turn it on. Turn it back on. And we'll see what we see. This is all very strange. So this should come up and ask for workbench. I think it's thinking somewhere it might have a hard drive right there, but it does not. So workbench is in. I will take this toaster disk. I will not pop it in yet, so I will wait till things finish. I will. Which should be done in a moment now. There we go. Okay, and I'll put this disk into this drive. Let's see what it comes up and says toaster 4000. up with install 4,008 cents. Now, I am suspecting, I would be shocked if every single one of these discs is bad. But once again, it may be that they're of a different, they maybe have their own special thing about them. Maybe copy protection. I don't know. I'm going to randomly pick another. Let's pick this number 17. The N-DOS. Oh, better get that disc back in its place. 16, 17, 27. Let's try again. 45. See if the message is the same. Very strange. I will have to check in. By the way, if anybody out there knows this, that would be most handy to know. Do I have a whole collection of beautiful discs that are bad? Or were they part of the larger format? I will lock the door. We would have 2 keys to this. It's beautiful. Yeah. Very strange. Very, very strange indeed. I suppose the last thing I could do here is I'll put this workbench in, one of the ones that I was having trouble with the other drive. And I will slide the real one over here. I will slide the new one over here. And I will try and copy using this other 1010 external 3.5-inch floppy disk drive for the Amiga. And I will see. I will see. Well, I guess this needs to go somewhere safe, but nowhere that I need access to it quickly. Perhaps I will Google, but if anybody has the answer, like, are they different formats? Are they? I do seem to remember maybe the later Amigas had drives that would probably read the early discs, but certainly not the other way around. But I could be wrong. Anyway, we will copy. We will see. Perhaps. We will see. So, I may have a potentially wonky 1010, but that, once I haven't looked inside, I haven't seen about adding any tiny little bit of grease to the rails, I haven't cleaned the heads. Who knows? Who knows? So I did get a message from a fellow about daisy chaining drives, and apparently, maybe for power supply things, that the 1010s, they didn't come with an external power supply, but perhaps that the pins that would be needed to transfer power to the next drive are not hot and not active, and maybe because the power supplies were not designed to do that, so that typically you can hook up one. Indeed. I will have to read through what he sent, but yes, there was something. It might have even been right out of the manual. It might have been. So this seems to be copying just fine. It does seem. So we'll change it. And pop it out. Workbench 1.32. We'll put this other one in. here and do that again. Just make sure you seem to be okay, dokie. So I have other things to look through, other things to go through, other things to ponder. Including these 45 discs for the Amiga Toaster 4000. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. We'll see you again back in the box room. Bye for now. David Bradley, signing off.